Every time I turn my back around.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny. Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the San Antonio Spurs.
We've got basketball action at the AT&T Center. We're in San Antonio, Texas, the home of the Spurs, live on 2K Sports. Bringing you some fun on a Monday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. Just a single game here at home. After this one, it's back on the road for the Spurs. Pretty much the heart of the NBA season, and reflecting on how they've been executing, it has been solid.
Yeah, and the atmosphere in this building is incredible. And as that win streak continues to grow, the fans' excitement has grown right along with it. And now we've reached that point where it's considered a frenzy.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And Charlotte, looking at who they've got. We've got Bridges, Jeremy Lamb out there with Kemba Walker. And there's Bismack Biyombo, and it's Kid Gilchrist in at the 4 slot. Bridges kicks to Walker. And we see it so often, Brent. A good team gets up for a big game, and they win. And then they fall down with their performance and lose to an inferior club the very next game.
An interesting point, because last year we saw this so much with the eventual champion Golden State Warriors, where they just seemed to be disillusioned with some of the competition on a given night, playing down to their competition. So if I was a coach in this league, I would use them as an example that even the best team in the business struggles with this, and you have to find a way out of it. We're not the Warriors. We want to be the Warriors, so we got to break out of this funk a lot quicker, and this cannot be part of our identity as we move forward.
And a wide open look for Lamb. Here's Biyombo. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
The Hornets shooting their first free throw tonight. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. AI passes to Gay. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Rudy Gay with great concentration, even with the hand up there. Sees around it, sees through it, still scores.
Pass to Biyombo. And it's Biyombo with the jam.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against Oklahoma City.
Away from home, you got to execute, and then they did that flawlessly.
Never really perfect on the offensive end, and probably 1 or 2 possessions they'd love to have back, but on the whole, a tremendous synergy on offense.
Here's Walker, following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Kid Gilchrist looking around. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by the Spurs. This their first chance this season playing Charlotte.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Sort of representative of how they each finished the season. One a playoff team, the other on the outside looking in. I think things may play out the same way this year, too.
AI kicks to Gay. And good coming on the assist by AI. Gay's got 5 points so far.
And this is Rudy Gay's game, outstanding at seizing the initiative and then looking to shoot once he catches the ball.
Outside, Walker. In the corner, it's Bridges. And it's off from 3-point range. Spurs leading by 4. AI outside. Left block shot on the way. That one a little long.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time he chose wisely.
Now here's Walker. He's coming off a 16-point game against Sacramento. No good from Lamb. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Here's AI. Makes it off the glass. AI's got his first points of the game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
And I think they can hold their heads high from that performance.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. It's blocked. He goes up again, and he lays it up and in. AI's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, you've heard the term scoring instincts. Well, if you look it up in the dictionary, AI is there. There's a picture of that guy.
And Charlotte looking at who they've got. We've got Parker. Hernan Gomez out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. And it's Zeller in at the 5 down low. Guys, Jeremy Lamb, 2 years at UConn, drafted by the Thunder, but he's come into his own with the Hornets.
Yeah, and what some exec call the second draft, finding young players who, for whatever reason, haven't been able to make an impact with their first team. Sometimes that change of scenery and ability to mature can do wonders for a player.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Rudy Gay's checked in for Bertinus, and Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Thunder was tremendous. He finished with 27 points, and there really wasn't much you could do to stop him. He shot it efficiently from both the floor and the foul line. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. And Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. I mean, but we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
And the great players are never satisfied. We'll see what he does in the next one.
Parker finds Kidd-Gilchrist. That one doesn't go. And San Antonio will go the other way with it.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's foul number 2 for him. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
And that's a rare turnover, just their first here in the half. So that's one thing we've seen them do pretty well, valuing their possession.
That's pretty ferocious right there. That makes more impact on the defensive team as AI aggressive to the rim.
Lamb with the ball. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. While we have a quick chance here, let's now take a look at some point guards who have been dead on target from the floor over the course of the past 10 games. AI, number 1.
And that percentage is what you'd expect to see from your big man. I mean, to get it from a guy who spends most of his time on the perimeter says a lot about his efficiency.
Really astounding percentage for a point guard. He knows how to get to the bucket and how to create easy chances for himself, but that's just one small part of it. Mostly it's due to that ridiculous, silky smooth touch he's got from the outside.
Kicks to DeRozan. Good on the bucket. And it's an 8-point San Antonio lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside, Kidd-Gilchrist. Passes to Biyombo. Back to Kidd-Gilchrist. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over DeRozan. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And it's good for 2.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Charlotte shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Free throw good by Parker. And so it's San Antonio enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break.
Thanks, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been quite a game for Rudy Gay.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really value each possession.
Efficient so far with the shots that he's taken. His contributions have been fantastic.
Gay and Aldridge are up front. Murray out there with AI. And it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. To the left wing. And stolen by Murray. And DeRozan. Here we go.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game. Don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
Hornets trail by 16. Here's Lamb. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Last season, Brent, the addition of 2-way contracts. Does that make developing players in the G League even more valuable than it was before?
I believe last year, Kevin, that almost 50% of the players in the league, and it might have been a smidge more, had some kind of G League experience.
It's terrific.
And that's phenomenal.
Yes.
We're almost close to the 30 for 30 affiliation in the G League. You saw a success story last year in Quinn Cook coming up and getting a contract with the Warriors. This is awesome for the league. They've also upped the minimum contract for G League players to $35,000. All of these signs and the way that teams are using the G League, extremely positive, Kevin.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kemba Walker helped lead UConn to a national title, but it took some time to hit his stride at the NBA level. He finally became an all-star, but his team is rebuilding in Charlotte. Mitch Kupchak is the new general manager, and James Borrego is the new head coach. Guys?
A terrific player, DA, for sure. Thanks. Aldridge, good.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Walker the pass to Biyombo. He kicks to Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
That's what a star talent does. If Bridges wants to fulfill his potential, he's got to attack. Use that quick first step.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And there's the pass to Lamb. Off target from three-point range.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
The Spurs shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Bertens comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. Zeller, he's checked in for Charlotte. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
And whatever the adjustments at halftime, they are looking really good right now.
Yeah, scratching my head trying to remember the last time that they missed. They're on an absolute tear.
From deep, Walker. Charlotte no good that time either. On offense, here are the Spurs. They're on a 14-4 run. DeRozan's shot is off.
Yeah, a little surprised he missed that one so badly. The defense was nowhere to be found.
Baseline J on the way. And there's Zeller. That's good on the assist from Lamb. Zeller's got 6. San Antonio leading by 20. To the middle. It's stolen by Lamb. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. Out to AI. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 19.
Once AI gets the ball in that painted area, he's just got a number of ways that he can go to cause damage.
On the court for Charlotte, Hernan Gomez out there with Bridges. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Parker in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Gay. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Pass to Parker. High, arcing shot, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Commissioner Adam Silver has balanced his comments between wanting parity, Brent, and recognizing there are always going to be super teams. Is there a middle ground there?
Is there a middle ground?
I don't know.
I don't think so. You would like to have some of the teams just be more competitive than they are, but some of the creative, circuitous routes that teams have taken to put themselves into position to get better, younger talent has decimated.
What do you call that?
I don't have a term for it.
Okay.
I don't like the one that's used, so I don't have a term for it. Let's just call it setting yourself up for the future, Kevin.
Looking ahead.
Yes, exactly. So I just don't think you'll ever get it. You do hope that some of the starving franchises do have some success for the fans who have they've had to bear a lot. So you root for them.
And that one's good. AI's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, AI is just torching the defense. You can't take away everything from a great player, but you got to take away something.
And Lamb kicks to Biyombo. To the wing right side. Bridges dishes to Biyombo. 5 on the clock. From deep, Walker. DeRozan with the rebound. DeRozan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's AI. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Well, tonight his pinpoint accuracy has been impressive.
Walker finds Lamb. They get a hand on it. Bridges against Murray. Bridges passes to Walker. From deep. Rebounded by the Spurs. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Spurs.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for AI.
I really liked the ball movement all night long. He was excellent at setting the table for his guys. Table for 4.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right. And Walker kicks to Bridges. Kid Gilchrist the pass to Lamb. Nailed from three-point land.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Getting repetitious and plenty of sleeping with